go in there and meet Aaron, and we ended up waiting a little while. I didn't know when things were gonna happen, and I was sort of getting nervous something was gonna go wrong. It dragged on, and it was like I had enough of the paper, I had enough of the Game Boy, and I just wanted to, like, you know, meet him and, you know, just be able to talk with him and hang out with him. And like, it just wasn't happening, so I was sort of getting bored. Finally, I met Benny from the record label, and he told me that Aaron had gotten in, you know, really late because he couldn't sleep on the bus. He'd gotten in around 4:30. You know, it was just that he was really tired, and he sounded like he was being rude or anything. Like, I understood that he had a really, like, hectic, busy schedule, but I didn't understand, like, how busy was it that he would get in at 4:30 in the morning, you know? Because I was still sleeping at 4:30. Finally, it's time to go get Aaron.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling a little nervous, but hopefully everything will go smoothly. I was nervous because, like, I knew who he was, but I didn't, like, know what he was like. I didn't know, you know, was he snotty? Was he, you know, like, uptight? Was he rude? Was he nice? You know. So I was nervous. There's a lot of stuff going through my head. We finally got to the door. His wardrobe person opened the door.
Hi there.
It was like his wardrobe, his bodyguards, his, you know, personal assistant. And it was like, wow, what's going on here, right?
How you doing, man?
Okay, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice watch.
Thank you.
Cool. I wish I had a watch. I don't have a watch.
I was expecting that he would be sort of snotty or whatever, but he really wasn't.
So I'm hungry and I'm tired, so I'm gonna go get some breakfast. You wanna come down with me?
Yeah.
All right.
It was like other kids I knew, so that surprised me, and I think it made me a lot less nervous.
Let's go. I don't know where I'm going, so if I get lost, I'll be on it.
After I met him, everybody, the whole entourage, we all went through the halls and stuffed into the elevator.
Where are you from originally?
New York. I mean Queens. Yeah. So.
That's cool.
I was surprised that he wanted to know what my life was like. And then, like, I just sort of assumed that he doesn't get to really hang around with a lot of kids his age.
I want some chocolate.
And it was weird because, like, I know if I was somewhere and I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna go get some candy, you know, I'd go to the store or wherever and I'd get some candy. But for, like, when he wanted to get some candy, it was like a whole production.
Where's the gift shop?
Everybody was following him, you know, like the bodyguards and the wardrobe and everybody was just following him into the store. And it was weird because, like, it's not what most other people are used to.
You want some?
Sure, why not?
How much are these?
That was different.
Want to meet my mom?
Sure, why not? You think pop star, and you don't think mom.
Mom, this is Nick.
Are you? Me too. Thank you. Like, it's like pop star, and then you think, you know, songs and bodyguards and makeup artists and whatever.
All right, I'm gonna go eat.
It doesn't really go together, sort of, in my mind. When we were walking in to go have breakfast, there was a whole bunch of, like, fans waiting for, you know, Aaron so they could get his autograph. And I was thinking to myself, well, when I go for breakfast, I walk into the kitchen in my underwear. It was weird because, obviously you could tell it was a whole different experience, and so I was sort of trying to, you know, understand, you know, what was that like, you know?
This is my bodyguards, and it's Richard up there to your left, and they go everywhere with me, and they go in the bathrooms with me. They go everywhere.
So like, let's say you're like with a girl or whatever, they have to come with you?
Yeah.
That didn't seem too cool to me.
Man, but I get used to it after a while.
And so I was trying to imagine like what that would be like, and you know, I just couldn't really picture it. I think if I didn't have the chance to, have privacy, be able to be by myself sometimes, I wouldn't be able to handle other things, the way I do. Like, I know that being by myself, it helps me, like clear my mind and think about different, things and how to handle them. So the fact that he doesn't have privacy, he probably learns how to handle things, like a different way. Do you ever like get I don't know, like sick or whatever, but like of special like attention or whatever? Like you ever want to be just like, you ever like wake up and be like, oh, I wish I wasn't what I am, like, like music,
Yeah.
like the music star type.
Yeah, I mean, I think about that all the time, every day. I think about just like being normal and stuff like that. But I mean, your life is normal to you. I mean,
Right.
and my life is normal to me.
Right.
So I guess I can't really do anything to change it. I wish I could, but there's nothing really I can do.
Right. Do you think you miss out on stuff like that other
Yeah,
kids that don't have
of
it?
course. But I mean, some things I do that some other kids don't do. So I guess it's kind of like a mutual respect thing.
Right. Do you want to be in showbiz forever? Like, not forever, but whatever.
No, of course not.
Like, what do you want to do?
When I'm older, I want to go to college for marine biology.
Yeah?
But I'm not sure.
That's cool. It was sort of cool because, like, that's, like, what I'm interested in. And so I had just assumed that, he was just going to, keep singing until, he was old and gray or until, he just decided to stop. And so when he told me that, he was going to go to college and study, marine biology, I was surprised.
If you want, I can bring you on stage.
I don't know.
You want to come on stage?
I was like, what? Like, it just totally, like, took me by surprise. Sure, that'd be awesome.
Man, I could never do that, man. I always had to bend the spoon first.
And there was all these people waiting for him, to get his autograph. And I was thinking, what is it like to, have it, like, every time you finish, eating or you're out in the open, to have people that, want your autograph? Because then, you might not get to do things you want to do. Darren, he treated it like it was like everyday life, because obviously, that's what his life is like every day. But for like any other kid, it's like really unusual. I think that if that was like if everybody was waiting for me, I think it would probably be exciting, because it's all for you. But on the other hand, it's like it's holding you back from what, like, I know it's his job, but it's like if you want to go and do something, all these people are waiting for you. It's holding you back from what you want to do or you have to do. So I think eventually it becomes part of your life and you just deal with it. After that, we started to go to his tour bus.
Hey, everybody, this is my dad, and he's the bus driver.
Well, my dad drives me, to the pizza place or to the store, also. So it was unusual, but it was pretty normal, like, if you thought about it.
And I'll show you my bus. Come on.
When I first got on the bus, it was like, wow. And they have, like, the leather couches and everything, and then we went to the back and they have a shower and a bathroom and, like, even a little kitchen. Then we went even farther back and he has, like, his own, like, room.
Now this is my puppy, Barrels. We call him Merlin. He's very lovable, very lovely dog.
We were just, sitting there talking, and it was a lot more comfortable because you didn't have, like, everybody staring at you, and there wasn't, like, everybody around him. And so it was just like two kids hanging out.
This is the bike I had before, but this is the bike I'm getting right here.
I think one of the reasons, like, everything worked out so well is because just like it was unusual for me to get to hang out with somebody that was famous, I think also it was cool for him to be able to hang out with somebody that knew and did things that he didn't get to do. Girlfriend?
One of them. One of my girlfriends.
So I think for both of us it was like meeting somebody or finding out what somebody else's experience was like. Finally, we arrived at Jones Beach. other people I got to meet was Aaron's choreographer, Heather.
All right, man, I'm gonna take you to Heather. This is my choreographer, dance instructor, Heather, Nikki, and I want you to make him work right now. Gotta dance him. I'm gonna take off and go do some vocal warm-ups, so you take him. All right, see you, man.
Who, you know, puts his dance steps and everything together.
All right, this way. This is backstage. Pretty tricky stuff back here.
She took me and she showed me the spaceship that during one of the songs came down, and the alien and Aaron would come out of the spaceship.
You're not gonna fall, okay? You be careful. Walk slowly. There you go. Okay, all the way down to the bottom. Exit stage left, back. Through you go.
And I was freaking out.
Come here. Is that cool?
Yes.
You know what you're doing? All right.
I didn't tell anybody I was nervous, but I was really, really nervous. I think I started appreciating and understanding what Aaron did. The fact that he can do it and not be like that as nervous, or not, you know, be freaking out. It's like, it's sort of like almost amazing.
I want you to keep thinking in your head. 15,000 people, but don't be nervous. Okay? Don't be nervous. Don't worry.
Then I got to meet the wardrobe person.
I'm gonna put you in a costume, and you can actually physically go on stage with Aaron in the spaceship.
And she showed me the costume, the alien costume that I was gonna be dressing up in.
This is the alien costume. It's a little ridiculous. Let's try it on ya.
So when she showed it to me, it was like a shock. It came to me as a shock.
We have these long, scaly fingers.
So I started like getting even more nervous because, like, you know, I'm just gonna totally embarrass myself, and so I just got even more, you know, worked up and everything.
Think you can move around in that a little bit?
Yeah.
Try it. Okay.
I'll dance better on stage. It was like just a whole bunch of stuff just building up, and I was like, oh God, I'm just gonna freak out at the last minute. So on top of like all my, you know, nervousness, Benny from Jive Records comes over.
So not only do we need you to play the alien in the show, I need you to introduce Mick Foley, who's going to introduce Aaron.
And, you know, he hands me a piece of paper and says, here, memorize this. So on top of that, I was just, you know, freaking out over everything.
Hi. What's your name?
I'm Nicholas.
Anna, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Alana, nice to meet you.
I found out that one of the really cool things about being in showbiz is that you get a lot of like attention from girls and stuff.
Are you nervous?
Am I nervous? Yes.
You are. You have to
These four girls from the opening act, they came over to give me, you know, some tips on, you know, what to do when I went out on stage.
The first time we were on stage, we were so nervous.
Yeah,
we were like so nervous. But I mean, when you have a great audience, it's like you don't have fun.
No way.
And I mean, they're gonna scream and they're gonna do everything. You'd be like, oh, I love this.
And I don't know, I couldn't really pay attention. I was sort of checking them out.
Then good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, good enough.
See you up there.
Keep it up.
I think it's really cool that Aaron gets, you know, so much attention from, you know, the girls and all the female people, the female stars. And so I think a lot of guys would consider him really lucky.
Is everybody ready to party?
Then, like, after I, you know, had all my lines memorized and whatever, Mick Foley comes over and, you know, he's telling me his idea and that, you know, what we're gonna do when we go on stage.
What I'm going to do is I might turn you around like this, and when you turn around, I'll grab you this way, okay? And I'll just go right up like this, okay? Okay. And then I'll talk on the microphone, and I might even give you the mic here, okay?
So, you know, like, I had everything memorized, and he comes and he has something new to do.
Hand it to me in this hand, and that way I'll go like this and lift you up.
Yeah.
All you got to do is act like you're whispering my ear. Don't stop me. Whenever I say,
It was, like, really cool because it was, like, me and, you know, this, you know, wrestling star, you know, we were, like, sort of working as a team, sort of. Like, on the one hand, I was really nervous, but it was like, sort of unbelievable what was happening. So I was standing backstage, and you know, this guy comes over and he's like, okay, here's a mic, and when I say go, you have to go out on stage.
Let's go.
Then, you know, I walked out on stage, and so like, and I was finally like there. And then everybody started screaming and yelling. It was really cool because it was like I was finally like actually experiencing like the other part of what he did.
I'd like to introduce a hometown celebrity who needs no introduction. Please put your hands together for Mick Foley from the WWF.
The energy when like everybody started screaming, it was like, wow, like this is so great. It's like you know, like that's like probably the best part probably of like what he does.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's his party. Give it up for Robin Coleman.
Almost right after I finished announcing, you know, I then had to change into the alien costume.
Good luck.
Like I can't even explain it. It's like it's that everything's happening and it's happening so fast that it's like it's an adrenaline rush. Then, like Aaron, he comes out of the spaceship, and you know I'm sort of like pointing at him, and he's like pointing at me, and like that's like when I really felt like I was part of it because I was interacting with him. At this point, it wasn't like just me getting ready and dressed up in a costume. I was actually being part of it. There was just like so many things going through my head because like I thought that I wasn't going to be able to do it. And so the fact that I was doing it and I was like able to do it was just like so amazing. The fact that I was dancing in front of 15,000 people and being a part of the whole production was just unbelievable. So it was something that'll probably last in my mind forever.
It's crazy. I had like the whole, all the fans, they were all mine. It was like, and I wasn't even the main star. I was like, is everybody ready to party? And they went wild. They were screaming and yelling. Man, I was just the announcer. I don't know how it is for Aaron Carter. I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Bye. You again.
Coming into this, I thought that it was a lot of, just sing and dance and, get paid a lot of money and, get the girls and everything. But like I learned that it's a lot of hard work and it's, you're giving up things. Some of the things you give up are, like privacy and, time to just, hang out or, be with your friends. So it's a lot of responsibility and work. It's not just all fun and games. I think although like he's got a lot of great stuff going, and like a lot of things that other kids don't have, I don't think I could make this like the kind of sacrifice that he does and in giving up some of the things that I have. So I really like my life the way it is, and I think I would rather just do what I'm doing now instead of giving up and making sacrifices that he does. Want to find out more about a walk in your shoes? Log on to noggin.com.